This point, I hope you're strapped in for part 3 of the untold history of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. On August 15, 1867, Coatesville officially became the newly incorporated borough of Coatesville. During this time, Coatesville was the only town in Chester County to have an urban charter, which prepared the newly formed borough for the upcoming Gilded Age of the United States. Coatesville's industrial growth attracted many from all over the world, and by the 1870s, Irish and Welsh immigrants were joined by German, Italian, and Eastern European artisans to work in the steel mills. Coatesville also welcomed small but established black communities within several pockets of the borough. Some were formerly enslaved and arrived via the Underground Railroad, and the relatively strong Quaker influence made Coatesville a sort of safe haven for the African-American populace. Although Coatesville was still predominantly white, the 19th century presence of black residents showed early strides for racial inclusion, especially for work in the steel mills. But the spirit of segregation was still waxing strong in the North, not just between blacks and whites, but for churches of Coatesville as well. By the 1880s, faithful communities quickly became the foundation of the borough, aside from the mills, coining Coatesville as a city of churches. We had Baptist, African Methodist Episcopal, Catholic, Lutheran, Presbyterian, Mennonite, and Episcopal congregations dotting the map, with over 25 denominations founded by either immigrants or black families who built them stone by stone. Meanwhile, Lucan Steel quietly rolled out some of the widest steel plates in the world, powering ships, railroads, and buildings from Philadelphia to New York and other regions of the U.S. as we expanded westward. Yet, embedded beneath the radical growth of the 1890s, the turn of the 20th century had tensions simmering as new faces and races emerged in the borough. These tensions reached a boiling point in the resentful and unforgettable summer of 1911. On August 12th that same year, a black steelworker by the name Zachariah Walker was accused of killing a beloved security guard and ex-borough police officer, Edgar Rice, after an altercation around the Worth Brothers mill. The following day, as Walker fled into the hills of Bernardtown, thousands of men, women, and children mobbed up in a vicious frenzy to find Walker. It wasn't until a man named Captain Albert Berry, a famous balloonist and the second man ever to parachute out a plane, found Walker hiding in a cherry tree from a hot air balloon. Yes, a hot air balloon. With all hopes of escape vanishing before his eyes, Walker took his revolver to the back of his head and pulled the trigger. What happens next? In Part 4, will shock the entire nation.